All right, so I don't know. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about, but I think we should bring up our guests first.
Let's do it.
Because maybe we can talk about it with some of them if we're lacking for conversation. So Alie Ward and Georgia Hartstark, they're known as Alie and Georgia commonly, and I asked them the last names in the green room. They're on the Feral Audio Network. Would you figure that, Jeff? Did you know that Feral Audio is a network?
I'd be jiggered if I knew that.
Their podcast is called Slumber Party, and they did have a show on the cooking channel called Tripping Out, and they're known for making insane cocktails like the McNugget-tini.
What?
You can ask them about it if you want.
I'm fucking going to.
Sometimes I just read the blurb that I get to, but here's why they're really coming out, because they're going to start doing their podcast live, and their first live podcast is at the Hollywood Improv Wednesday the 29th, and their first guest is Dan Harmon. Now, that sounds exciting to me.
Is he in town?
Yeah. So let's bring them up. Alie and Georgia, come on out. Sit where you like. Do what you like. Sorry, I called one of you Harstark before.
I get worse than that. Yeah.
Nervous tonight. I don't know why. It's because of the woo guy. I don't know.
No, you said you were nervous before the guy wooed. Then that just compounded it.
I think it may be because we didn't do shows in so long. We went to Scotland and we came back. Last week's show, I was in a blackout drunk. I won't listen to it.
Don't.
We talked about gender for 3 hours.
I'd like to say a quick apology to all listeners that still listen to us after that show, because that show was...
Alie and Georgia,
three unqualified lunatics talking about an issue they neither know anything about or have any fucking stake in. Fucking wow.
Nor an issue that is.
I was gonna say you have double vaginas up here if you need to revisit any gender stuff.
Right
yeah.
Well,
combined it's like maybe 1.5 to 3. Yeah, no.
But you guys said you enjoyed it, and you have vaginas.
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I enjoy you guys. I enjoyed those without vaginas talking about the people with vaginas.
I don't think the lack of vagina was what disqualified us. It was a lack of intellectual assertion. It was rudderless, meaningless garbage.
Yeah, I just kind of blunder into that room and just go like, "Can you believe black men had the vote before white women? That's crazy. Good night." Like I don't. Yeah. And then I go home and sleep like a baby, and then all races and all genders are like, "What the fuck? What? What do you? What did you mean?"
We're making this up, and we misspeak a lot. You say the wrong thing, you misquote something. That's going to happen. That's fine. It's going to happen to anybody. That doesn't bother me. I never listened to our shows. I would never listen to that one again, simply for my own sense of well-being.
I listen to almost all of them. Then there's some that it has mostly to do with alcohol intake. Like I feel like if I get off stage and I'm like, I don't even remember how that show went, but I don't listen to it.
You can have drunk vodka all day long and come up here and have incredible facility. Like you can be quite lucid, even though I know, because I know you, that you're Steamboat Willie drunk. But that night seemed to be extra special, like swirly and like.
I think I had been drinking for 2 days or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
let's talk to the ladies.
I was gonna say,
had you done anything different?
Yeah. Well, had you read had you seen a blurb about feminism or something? Like what precipitated it?
Well, no. Some guy sent us a book. I remember that vaguely.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that it was.
We took a giant shit on him.
That poor guy.
And mine was simply on format. I didn't even read his stuff. I'm sure he's great, but his publisher can go second.
I don't know. I have no idea how we got on the topic. I mean, you listened to it.
I did, yeah. I mean, I learned not to send you a book until, which is fine. I hadn't planned on it anyway, so I'm good. We're in the clear. And then, I learned that, I revisited the thought that that machines replace slavery, which is always. And then, of course, there's us with all of our dumb iPhones that are made essentially by slaves, and that's a whole other story. But whatever.
Right.
So,
God, I touched on that slavery. Huh?